I'm going to do the Brian F thing here, where I say some gibberish in the first 3 seconds of the video and then tie it seamlessly into the thesis of the video. I want to understand why this creature is always moving backwards. Let me explain. I want to talk about Angry Bird. Not that Angry Bird, though. Wrong Angry Bird. We're going to talk about this Angry Bird. See where I was going with this? You see what that setup was for? That was terrible, I know. So if you've been living under a rock, this is Angry Bird. First Evo champion of Street Fighter 6, one of the strongest players on the planet. And despite being called Angry Bird, he's actually a very friendly guy. I've got to be honest. I don't know anyone who's got anything negative to say about Angry Bird. So here's the thing. I play lobbies against Angry Bird from time to time. The connection's not perfect because, you know, UK to Middle East is always a bit shaky. But I still like playing lobbies with Angry Bird because it's still good practice. And a few days ago, we played a set of Aki versus Akuma. And something kept happening that kind of confused me. Let me show you where I'm going with this. I'll just show you from Angry Bird's stream a couple of seconds of footage. Something kept happening over and over in our match that I couldn't comprehend. I couldn't fathom. So there we go. Round starts. Angry Bird walks backwards. And then he walks backwards. And he walks backwards more. And now he's cornered. So this would happen over and over again over the course of this set. He would walk himself all the way back, sometimes all the way back into the corner from round start. But this kept happening over and over. And in this game, cornering yourself in Street Fighter 6 is usually suicide, right? The corner is the absolute worst place to be in Street Fighter 6. But despite that, he somehow kept making it work. Like sometimes he'd get like a jab interrupt like that. Sometimes he'd manage to jump out the corner. Sometimes he would demon flip out the corner. He was rotating his options really well. And I genuinely could not figure out, like, the logic behind it. I couldn't figure out why he was cornering himself so often. And I even thought he might be trolling me a little bit. So I looked up some replays against other players out of curiosity. And I looked up some tournament footage. And the same thing kept happening. So I didn't really think anything more of it then. But this morning, I opened up YouTube and I noticed a new video in my sub box, courtesy of FGC Translated. This video is Shuto, one of the strongest Japanese players, talking about his experience playing against Angry Bird.
やっぱアングリー先生をすごい直で見たんだけど、やっぱアングリー先生すごい参考になるわ。やっぱ特殊だわ、アングリー。なんかね、やっぱ走り。
He's very unique. He doesn't care about corners, especially in the Akuma mirror. When a round starts, he starts to walk backwards, and when his opponent approaches him, he does tricky stuff like with Demon Flip. And I was like, that's so relatable. I'm like, holy shit, it's not just me. It's not just me that's getting this voluntarily cornering yourself thing. Like, apparently he's doing it to everyone. So even Shuto was kind of fascinated by Angry Bird's like casual attitude towards moving backwards, like especially early in the round. So at this point, I knew I had to do some investigating. So here's the thing. I want to know what exactly Angry Bird is cooking with this. Like, is he intentionally handicapping himself? Maybe he prefers the opponent being the one to, like, instigate pressure by walking at him? I have no idea. I don't know what he's cooking. So today, I'm going to set myself a restriction. I'm going to jump into some matches. I'm going to jump into ranked. But I'm setting myself the rule that I'm not allowed to approach the opponent until my back has reached the corner at least once. So I'm going to kind of let myself get walked to the corner at round start here and see if I can like have any like eureka moments and figure out like what's going on here. I'm sure I'm gonna hemorrhage all my MR in 15 minutes. But yeah, let's get into some games.
Spoiler of the results at the end. Nerf Akuma.
I mean, they should do that regardless. All right, I've got to make a conscious effort here not to go forward. I don't want to autopilot and accidentally approach. I'm just gonna play very passive early on. He's not really approaching me either. I mean, neither of us have lost any health yet. So... I mean, maybe I lull him into a full sense of security here. Okay, my back is officially at the wall. My back is officially at the wall. So I've reached my ideal condition. He finally did a fake. He did a feint after like 5,000 fireballs. Alright, we didn't get off to the best start right here. I thought I was mind gaming him, but I was mind gaming myself. He's in the corner now. Maybe this was part of the plan. Hold up, let me cook. Alright, we got off to a bad start, but managed to salvage it. Do not approach. Okay, check the drive rush. That's fine. So I can still, like, play neutral. Like, I can still try and interrupt drive rush and throw fireballs. I'm just trying to make a conscious effort not to, like, walk forward too much. Alright. I freed myself from the corner. Okay, drop my game-winning combo. Alright. I've somehow managed to scramble both of these rounds back to back. It doesn't feel like I really did anything though. It feels like I was just throwing for the first 30 seconds and then scrambling a comeback. I'm not sure about this. Alright, Ed. Let's see if I can cook something up here. Alright, weapons free. It's like playing tag with the back wall. Like, I suddenly unlock my ability to play normal Street Fighter once I make contact with that back wall. Yeah, you done that twice now. Rotek into drive rush jab. It feels like this is very dependent on, like, the opponent's, like, playstyle and mindset. Like, some people are, like, they get very antsy if they don't get in immediately, and it looks like it works well against them. But some people are just like, oh, well, if you're not going to approach, then I don't have to approach you either. And it doesn't work so well against those guys. But, like, it seems to work fairly well against short-tempered players. Maybe that's what I am. I'm not patient enough. This is just average Guile gameplay. I mean, yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, corner unlocked. We're out. And I got a surprising amount of damage out of that before reaching the corner as well. I had like a 70% life lead by the time I reached the corner. That was a lot of drive to spend in 2 seconds. Okay, cornered. Huh. Interesting. I feel like this is working better against, like, better players. Like, I feel like when I've been, like, the stronger my opponents, the more success I seem to be having with cornering myself, which is counterintuitive, maybe? Whoa. I think that was a double perfect parry. That, on the other hand, was not a good idea. Man. You got carried away. You hit the perfect parry into DI, and then you started feeling yourself too much and refused to spend 1 bar. And that's what happens. It definitely feels like it works well against some playstyles and is completely useless against others. That's my takeaway so far. Some people are trying to like rush you down so early that they just lose 50% of their health chasing you to the corner. And then others are like, well, if you're not going to come to me, then I'm not going to come to you. Again, doing this against JP might not work at all. I don't think this is going to work against JP. This might be one of the characters that I just are banning this against. Because like, there's no way he's going to rush me down in the corner. He's just going to sit at full screen doing this. I think this might be one of the characters I'm going to give myself a get out of jail free for. Although I'm cornered now. Okay, I'm out. Didn't lose any health. This is the real stress test. I did manage to get to the corner without losing any health, which is something. Oh, I got lucky. He doesn't know the punish. Okay. I think getting them poisoned early is also important for this, because they feel like they have to come at you, because they're now losing health very slowly. Alright, we're cornered now, and he's lost a lot of drives. That's pretty good. Side switch. Even more drive. Okay, this is a good start to the round. Finish that. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are spending a lot of drive to chase me to the corner. And then by the time they get there, they're in a kind of scary spot where they've only got like 2 bars or less. That's happening quite a lot. Like this, he's spending a lot of EX on this. And then I just do wake up jab and suddenly I'm in control of the round. Nice overhead. Okay. Nope. All right. Surprised this is still working, but interesting. Is Aki hard to learn? She's fairly easy to get started with, I think. Like, her fundamentals aren't too complicated, but she gets very technical once you start to optimize her. Ooh, problem X. Hopefully he's not watching the stream. Please don't figure out what I'm doing here. Okay. God damn it. What did that whiff? Okay, I'll take that. It's crazy that that scissors goes over lows. Bomb again. Oof, that was a risky interrupt he went for there. He might have died if he'd got counter hit out of that. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we'll do a do-over there. That was accidental, heavy slide. I've still got to back myself into the corner. We'll do it on this side instead. He might level 3. No? Oh fuck, this went from good to bad real fast. Okay. Okay. Managed to avoid the random level 3. That wasn't very stable though. I feel like that could have gone either way. Okay. I'm not sure quite what to do when he passes over my head. Do I have to now walk to the opposite corner? I haven't really thought this far ahead. But we're in the corner now anyway. Let's pick up. I feel like if he gets a bomb on me early, I'm basically just fucked. Not sure what to do from here. Damn, that was a punish? Yeesh. Nice. Alright, I got kind of stepped on in that game. Literally and metaphorically. Okay. Corner achieved. Nice anti-air. Okay, reactions for once in my life. And I'm so good at holding down back, and then like the frame that I switch to stand block, I get swept. Something about that slide just makes me stand up for some reason. Oh god. R.I.P. Aki, maybe? Depends how much you spend. No? Ah, nice. Alright, didn't whiff that time. Take the burnout, alright. Unless I fumble badly, this should be kind of game over. But he is quite good at the game, so who knows. Alright. You know what's funny? If he had woke Mash level 3 at the end there, he probably would have also won. Alright, I'll take that. I think I'll end the experiment there. I think that's a good spot to end this little walking back to the corner test. So I think I have actually learned something. Like, I was going into this thinking that I'd come out of it just baffled. Yeah, I do think I've learned stuff here. I think what I've noticed is that, like, I need to be more content to do nothing. Like, when I'm focused on just walking to the corner and not really looking for anything else except for anti-airs, like, I'm realizing that it's sort of like, it focuses my muscle memory on one thing. Rather than trying to react to like 18 things at once, if I'm just walking backwards, the only thing I'm really looking for is anti-airs. So I feel like I'm, I don't know, less scared on defense. So I think probably the reason that Angry Bird does this, if I had to guess, is because he's trying to just kind of like gather information about you. Like, I still don't think there's any good reason to corner yourself. Like, I think even Angry Bird would agree with that if I asked him. But I think probably what it is it just gives him a chance to like absorb some information off you. Your opponent kind of shows their hand early. They give you lots of information about how they like to approach, and you're not really giving them anything back. You're just walking backwards. So you might lose positional control, but it's kind of like an information exchange, I think. That's my best theory. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for my strange little experiment here. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video.